Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Spaztak, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a reoccurring subscriber, welcome back. So today is going to be another project video, and I'm excited to do this one. I'm looking forward to it. I think I have a perfect prime location to actually put this build, and I'm excited to tell you what it is and show you what it is and also get building on it. So I'm going to show you this little lectern right here, and if you haven't seen my world tour video, I tell you what this lectern is for. It's basically my project book, and if you recommend a build for me in my comments and I like it and I want to put it in the world, your comment will be featured on the channel and your project will be put into this book. So let's get into it. And if you can see, project number 4 is the blacksmith. So the blacksmith will double as a weapon and armor shop, and it will have a full smithy inside of it. So basically, this smithy is going to be in the Coliseum district right next to the mine because I think that it's a perfect location for it. I think that it fits in with the environment, and I'm kind of debating what I should do the districts. And I think that that area is going to be the shopping district, but also the working class district. So there'll be like the workers' houses, but also there'll be the actual shops. And the smithy will also be a weapon shop and an armor shop. So I think that it'll kind of really go well together, all grouped together there. And the build's going to be super dynamic. I have a lot of things that I want to put into it and experiment with. And I really want to challenge myself and build an awesome environment around it. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to go show you guys where I'm going to build, and then I'm going to get BuilderBot to build it up. Also, guys, after yesterday's world tour, I decided to build a little bit more in the mansion. So I have this chest, well, it's not a chest room at all. That's where I'm showing you next. The library, and this is going to be the enchantment section of this area, and I'm going to have different bookshelves lining this middle area. And on the outside of it, let me show you really quick. I just got KO'd. I finished the actual, walls of it. Not the roofs yet. I have to get more blocks to do that, but I have all of the walls done. And I decided to go ahead and make the chest room a little bit more organized. We have the item frames and everything, so I think it looks a lot better. The blocks that I want to utilize in the blacksmith are, just your typical stone bricks. And yeah, let's go to that site. Ooh, and we are coming up on the area where I want to build. This whole little plot of, I call it little, it's not little at all. On the other side of this mountain, there's a bunch more land, and it expands out forever. And then on both sides, is this really how I'm going to go? This is brutal. So basically, if you're curious why I caught fire, there is a fire in a tree right there, and when I destroyed the tree, there started to be invisible fire. I'm not sure if it's a bug in 1.17, but it should be fixed. And it seems like BuilderBot is already here. Hey BuilderBot, what's up? How you doing? Give me a nod if you're doing good. All right. Oh wow. Yeah, you're doing super good. What are you looking at? What's up there? You okay? You're really freaking out. Let's see what you got. This is basically the block palette that I want to be using. I might change it up a bit and use some other blocks. I don't really have an idea for it. I really just want to challenge myself and see what's going. Oh, you got a pog box. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Ooh. But yeah, so I'm thinking of building, well, per se, I'm thinking of getting BuilderBot to build right here in this area. Kind of right in this spot on the water. So it's close to here, and then utilizing this space right here kind of for decorations, and kind of basically what I want to do is I want the blacksmith to be built right over here, and all of this, cliffside lined with smithy stuff, and just making it look like it's not only, accompanied by the mine, but also it's hard to explain what I have in my mind, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to be cool, and it's going to really fit in, and it's going to make this whole area over here just really feel a lot more immersive, and I'm excited to do it. It's also going to give me a lot of space to store stuff, and I'm excited to see what I come up with, and I'm excited to show you guys. So let's get to the building time lapses. Also, guys, I want you guys to comment down below if you like the building time lapses or if you would prefer just jump cuts with updates in between, because either way, I'm fine with it. The time lapses are lengthy, especially for how detailed and big that I build in each video. So I just want to know what you guys prefer. So let's get to it. I'm going to get an angle and I'm going to record. So actually looking at this plot of land, we can see what specifically we want done, and we're also going to lay out the blueprints, and I'm going to kind of talk over it as I do it. This still needs to go to the water a bit so I can build close up to it. But basically, I'm going to talk over it as I'm done with a little bit of building time lapses in between me talking. So yeah, I'll build and then get back to you. Alright, so now I'm going to kind of explain what's going on here. So, I want to include some diagonals and some like obscure angles so it's not such a blocky build, but this is just kind of like the layout, and just to kind of give me a general idea, I'm not going to necessarily stick to it, but let me explain what's going on. So this section right here, this is the front entrance of the shop, right? So you're going to walk into the shop, and I'm expecting this area over here to kind of be like the display area for the armor and the weapons. This center little kind of, I'm going to call it a console for some reason, but the center console is where the merchant is going to be, right? So I'll probably have like 3 villagers here that leather workers, the armor workers, and the weapon workers, so that you can trade with them. And it'll also kind of be theoretically where you would check out when you were done buying. And then over here will be kind of more displays, and then this little area right here will be kind of like it's gonna be like the boiler room, or like the fuel room for the actual blacksmith. And then this section right here with this block is made for, it's going to be the outside area, and it's going to be the smithing in the forge area. And I think that on the top floor there's going to be bedrooms so that the people who work here can also live here. And then over on this side, in this exposed area, I'm thinking of having just like stock and stuff like supplies, and also a little bit of a yard. And there's going to be more terraforming fit in the background, and it's going to be really cool. So this is the layout of the thing. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what I do. I have this idea for the build, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to cut back when I kind of have an idea, and then we can do a little bit of a time lapse, because I really got to figure out what specifically I'm doing. Hey, BuilderBot, how you doing? You doing good? Yeah, you're doing good. Alright guys, so this is what it's looking like as of right now. I'm going to kind of show you guys what I have in mind for this. Hey BuilderBot, you're doing a really good job. I really like how it's turning out. Are you proud of yourself? Give me a super cool no scope if you are proud of yourself, okay? Alright, that's a super cool no scope if I've ever seen one. So what my idea was for this build was to have the corners. I don't want to use any wood logs in this build. I kind of wanted it to be completely stone, because I thought that that'd be really cool, and I always build with logs, so I wanted to challenge myself to make it look, you know, good without using any logs inside of the build. So what my idea is for the corners to actually kind of do this pattern, kind of like a crisscrossing brick pattern, as if the corners are overlaid. And I like it a lot. The only thing is I wish the stairs would do the corner thing, you know, like where you put 2 stairs together and it creates that smaller block. But I could not do that here, but this looks great. It does look great. And what I kind of want to use this, what are these deep slate tiles for the highlighter piece, as well as the andesite. So I'll do this theme where I'm using these fences for like the doorways, as well as the window frames over here. And the andesite is good for it. And you can see I'm doing these corner themes right here all throughout the build, as well as on the inside. And what I decided to do to kind of change up the shape of this building is I made this side like just flat, but this side is an actual diagonal. So it's got like this diagonal kind of slope to it, and then it's going to kind of go into this. But that's just the update so far and what I have. You are really, really still today. What is up with that? You just kind of being weird? Okay. But yeah, it's nighttime, so I'm going to get back on my perch. And I will update you guys when there's more to update about. I'm excited as heck to get this whole area looking super cool and fitting in. It's going to be great. Ooh, righty then. So we are completely breaking the law. So let's see here. This has been a lot bigger of a project than I thought it was going to be, but rightfully so. I'm happy. I'm excited about that. So I decided that I am actually going to use wood, as you can see here. Not in many places, but I think that especially in the upper half, what I've decided is I want to keep the stonemason look on the bottom, and then maybe as I go higher, make it 3 floors. So there's 2 floors for blacksmithing, and the top floor kind of utilize, like, do some type of transition into a house, like a house feeling. But I want to show you what I have so far. So for the actual blacksmithing area, we have this space right here, and it might extend out here a bit, but this is a pillar. It's really big compared to the actual smithing area, but I'm happy with it. We've got this archway, and we changed the back of the building to kind of give it more a realistic feel, so it's not as flat, and I like that. We also, over here, have this, which is super cool. It's just also to break up the flat space, and it's going to be a fireplace to kind of give it a homey feel, and then the windows, of course. And I wanted to use logs for the actual area where you're checking out and stuff. And the reason I decided to do a second floor on this is because I don't feel like there's enough space here to actually, display all of the items. I think this will just be like the lobby area and the blacksmithing area, and the upstairs will be where you buy stuff. And I have to find a place to put a stair set. I did not think about that. So I'm going to have to work that into the build. Maybe I could do it, I don't know. I have to think about that. But yeah, so this is what it's looking like, utilizing the wood logs. So I think what I want to do is back here, where this is the fuel room. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate a lava, a dripstone, and a cauldron. So there's an infinite source of lava back here that we can use. And I think that it'll like really look good. And I'll use that same block to maybe pour out on this side into a little tiny one of those forges. Yeah, and that's the idea so far. I'll get back to you guys when I have more of an idea done, and once we get more of a framework done, I can get a little bit of a time lapse in here. But make sure you guys give me feedback if you prefer this just checking in and showing you what I've done, or if you want actual, builds and stuff where I show you the time lapse and stuff. It's up to you guys. I don't really mind doing either way. So I'll get back to you when it is time to update. Alright, so I'm back with an update, and as you can see, it is looking a lot different than it was. So I'm still really struggling with the actual details of this build, and what I've realized to fit inside the environment, so it's right next to the Coliseum, right? Like right next to this gladiator arena, and this is the shopping district and the working class district. So typically you would assume that the builds here are the biggest and the best. This is the most profitable blacksmith in all of this capital city because it's right next to the Coliseum. So I kind of wanted to go with that and really, really go all out and make it look high class and make it big and functional and everything. So that's what I'm going for, and I'm gonna kind of show you the updates or the new things that I'm doing. So I added this little box in the back because I'm gonna do a spiral staircase, and that'll solve the staircase issue. Um, and then I extended this by one more block so that this roof could perfectly fit. And I gotta say, I really like how this is looking. I might actually remove these. No, I think I'll keep them. But yeah, so this is what this is looking like. I kind of wanted to do an out sticking window here, so I did that. And I think for the sake of making this such a big build, I'm going to make it 3 stories. Um, and I don't know if I'm going to make the actual workers live in it. I think I might put their house somewhere else, and then we can do like the blacksmith house in another episode, and it'll really highlight and show how much money they make because the house will be grand, and it'll kind of add to the lore. I don't think that the wealthiest blacksmith in all of Capital City is going to be living inside the blacksmith. So yeah, that's where I stand on this. It's dark, and I'm gonna get back with another update, especially with such a big build like this. If I don't want this build to reach out to like 30 minutes, I want the video to be like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do mostly jump cuts on here, just for your sanity and mine. So I'll get back to you when I have a majority of this built. All right, and we are back to check it out. So the only reason that I'm stopping right now to show you this is because I think it looks so cool just in this stage. This kind of stuff gets me super excited to build ruins because this looks awesome. But basically what the plan is we have the floor on this floor starting to come in, and we're going to have these pillars go all the way through the building. And this the spiral staircase looks awesome on this floor. But if you start to go up it, what you can start to notice is it doesn't look the best here. So I kind of want to see how that's going to work out and stuff. We're going to have this room. This is only going to go up to the 2nd floor, so this next floor won't even have this room. I want to make this a little tiny patio. I think that'd be super cool. Just going to have to figure it out. And the top floor, I think it's only going to be this, like, this front room and this, like, main room. And that's it. And then I'll put a roof on it, and it'll be a big old building, but it'll be super cool. And then I have to do details to the building, and then I have to do the environment, and then I have to fill it with decorations and actually make it functional. So basically, this isn't even halfway done. So I'm going to get back to you guys when I have this whole thing built up just like the simple version, and then I'll start working on the details. Alrighty then, guys, we are back, and I have the whole thing laid out. Just the basic super simple layout. Haven't added any of the details yet. I got the floors in. I still have to do the ceilings and add obviously all the details, but this is the basic layout for the full thing. It is massive. Look at this. Like, just look at this structure. You know, I got the little tiny smithy area under here done. This is where all the workers will be. I tried to add little details here and there, like the pop-outs stuff. Let's look at it from this side. We've got all of this. Oh, I have to fix that stair. And then this is the fireplace that's going to be going up it. I'm going to make that look a little bit better. But yeah, so this is the basic layout of it, completely done. Now all we have to do is do all the details. So this is the inside. Over here is going to be the boiler room. This is the layout I ended up doing for the spiral staircase, and it worked out amazingly. Look at this. Ready? Bam. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It just looks so good. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this for. And I'm not specific. I feel like I should add like a cafe or something to this blacksmith. That's the only thing I can think of using this for. I'm not sure why a blacksmith would have this little top area. But yeah, and then here's the top floor. Yeah. So this is the layout. Obviously, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done to the building itself. to give it the details it needs, and then the interior needs to be done, and then I also want to do a little bit of the exterior. And there's a couple things that I think that I'll do off camera. Like, I want to build an underground area for this, like a basement, where I can actually store all the items. So there's still quite a bit to do before this video's end or over. So I'm gonna get to it. My brain's a little mushy from building, but we gotta finish it for you guys. So I'll catch you when we get a majority of the details done to the building. Alright guys, and we are back. Not with the finished product. I kind of got a little bit of the balcony finish, but I wanted to show you these roofs. Look how many different roofs there are that are going to be coming off of this. And they're massive, and I think that fits the build really well. Yeah, they were a pain for my brain to figure out, but there they are. There's the roofs. Now I just have to fill them in and then start the details. I haven't even started the details. I've been working on this for like 3 or 4 hours, and this is how little I have done. This is a monster build. I was not ready for how big this was going to be. So I'll get back to you when I have the roof done and when I have all of the details for the exterior done. And then after that, we can cut to making the interior look good and also the environment, and then we can do cinematic shots so that we can get this video over and done with. All right. Hey, BuilderBot, what's up? Looks like you've been hard at work. So we officially have done all of the details and the roof. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. It looks absolutely astounding. Just the amount of detail and how massive it is it just blows me away that I did this. I think I'm gonna actually do a little bit of detailing up on this roof. But yeah, here's the back of it. We got those windows and all these back roofs, and let's go around to the front again, show you this other side. On the other side, we have the chimney as well as these windows. So we got these windows and the bricks, and we have just this. So it's looking super good, super good. And I'm going to show you the interior. So this is the interior, right? We got windows on every floor now. I got the furnace going, so I'm going to put a little bit more in here. I might even do a magma cube in there because that might look good. But yeah, so this is the forge so far, and then back here is going to be that infinite lava source. And it'll be behind an iron door. I still have to get all this set up and everything. So let's go upstairs now. Still have to do this. There's windows, and here's this balcony. It's looking super good. I'm going to do this whole walkthrough again once it's finished. I just want to show you. Oh, should I keep that? It could be a cool little storage closet. I'm not sure. But here's this floor. And then I actually added one more floor, and this is going to be where the chests go. This is going to be the storage area for all of the weapons and stuff, and it's super cool. I'm really happy with this. It's so big. It definitely fits the theme of the area, which is the shopping district and the workers class. So like, this is the capital city, right? And this is right next to the Coliseum. So this makes sense that this is the biggest and the best blacksmith in the whole world, right? So that's why I went so big and above and beyond with this. But it looks stunning. It looks so good. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm going to do some details, and then I'll be right back, and we can look at it again. Hey, BuilderBot. What is up? How are you doing? You look like you're going insane. It makes sense. You were building for like 6 hours. Let's see what you did. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, wow. Ooh. Look at that. Setting the mood. That's what's up. Well, I'm going to go to bed, and then we're going to check it out when it's sunny out. Alright, BuilderBot, you can stay down here and relax, and I'm going to go show them the build. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you what it's looking like. So this is what I would consider the finished product, but I'm also, as I continue to build this area around here, I'll go in and fill in more details and slowly weather it and add things to it that I think it needs. But I believe this is done. So I'll give you guys a little spin around really quick. We've got these bushes wrapping around it. I think adding the bushes really gives it this awesome feel. Oh wow. See, when mobs are on fire from the sun, they light all the campfires. One downside of having those. Or I could just mob proof the place. But yeah, so we've got the little tiny window balconies that look super awesome. Do a little 360 around it. We've got the actual smithy area. We got the lights. That window up there. And then this back area over here also has bushes. So that's kind of what this whole view is looking like. I have to do the terraforming below, obviously. And so we can look in this area right now. So we have, you know, just the typical stuff that you would use for blacksmithing and stuff. And then going in the front doors, you can see the actual, you can see like, obviously we have armor stands, which is holding all the, so the hardest part of this build, I think, which is going to be actually filling up these chests and these armor stands and putting up the item frames and organizing everything. So it's in the early stages, but I've completed the structure so far. We can watch this building evolve over time as we get all the required stuff for it. But yeah, so we have these chests. These chests will have, like, you know, stuff, and I don't want to have anything in the chest that's broken. I want them to be repaired first, so there'll be like a repairing room in the attic, and this is where the villagers will be, so that we can trade with them. There'll be like, I think 5 of them in here, 4 or 5. Yeah, and so we've got a little fireplace. This is a little waiting area. I still have to put stuff on these tables. I don't have the equipment for it yet. And in here we have, like I said, oh, I have to put the cauldron in there. That's right. Well, we'll do that. But yeah, so there's a chest back there full of arrows, so if people want to buy arrows. I'm not sure if I want to go down, but we can show you guys the second floor. So up here we just have this little patio. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. We got the bushes. And then we have up here, this is kind of like the regular layout that I'm going to be doing. Just showing off a bunch of armor you can buy off the mannequins. You know, you can buy from the chest if you like it with the armor set that the mannequin is wearing. And we have like the special section here in the center, I think, that looks super cool. Plus we have access to the ender chest, which is really awesome. Let people who are coming through to buy access all of their items. And then we go up another floor, and we have basically the exact same layout, just a little bit different. We have this special item stand in the middle, but just built different. And we have all of these looking super good. Yeah, like I said, I actually ran out of armor and stuff to put on them. And before I had so much that it was annoying. So that's why I wanted to build this place. And then on the top floor, we have the chest room. I still have to outline this window and stuff and finish the chest room. And this is going to have everything organized in here. And it'll also be like maybe a little repairing station right here. But this is looking so good for getting it done, you know? Like, this is... We got the build done. Now it's just time to actually, you know, finish it, make it look pretty and nice. But I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I love it. I think that it fits so well next to the Colosseum, and it's so just beautiful. Like, if you look at it coming from over here, just look at that. Like, look how freaking awesome that is. It looks so good. And it really highlights the fact that this is the district where the wealthy people are. So, yeah. I'm going to get some cinematics now. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to tune in next episode. At the beginning, I'll show you what I do to this off camera if I do decide to do anything. It's an ambitious build, so I'm not sure what I'll be able to do and how fast. It's pretty long term, but thank you so much for watching me build this. I'm so happy and it's awesome. It's an awesome addition in this world. Thank you so much. Comment down below what you guys would like to see us build, with a chance to be featured in our project book, as well as leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more episodes and videos like this one. Builderbot and I are exhausted. Our brains have turned into mashed potatoes. And we just want to get this edited for you guys because this is a monster build. Thank you so much again. Have a beautiful day.